I've been growing taro for years now and have been cooking lying with success. Today, it's another success because we're making taro shake from scratch. Please join me at my shabby provincial kitchen for some learning and fun.
Warm welcome. This is what we have earlier prepared. Ready to mash taro from the bounty of the tropics.
And I'll show you how I prepare the taro. This is the first time I feel taro in this way, and it proved to be a success. That's why I'm sharing it to you. At first, I thought this would be the best because this is the usual way we see others do it. Until I got tired and found this better way. Using the dull edge of the knife, just run it along the length of the taro. It was rather quick. I also removed the eyes of the tuber to minimize dark spots in the shake, which might not be appetizing. Having rehearsed on the first piece, the second piece is a dash. Do you hear something frying? What do you think it is? It's milkfish. No specific size or shape required, just small enough for easy cooking, quick and easy cooking. Wash the impurities and let's add some water. That's enough. And onto the fire. It begins to boil now. And after just a few minutes, it's soft enough for pricking. We can stop it. And drain the extra water. Look, soft. Let's set it to aside.
Meanwhile, tip number one, since we are making this in the tropics and we want to enjoy the dog. Okay, here. Back here. That was our dog. That's Sugar. What I was saying is to enjoy the ice shavings to the fullest. We don't want it to melt immediately or at once. We keep this in the fridge. I'll put it back. Our freezer is not functioning well, so this is just assume this is a freezer. Now let's prepare the other ingredients. I have here the magic tapioca pearl. Look, what I have is the tapioca pearl, which cooks in just 5 minutes. It's a wonder. It has always been a challenge to cook tapioca, but this is a wonder. Put it there and wait until it boils. Okay, let's use half of it. How does it cook? Let's just wait until it boils and until they float.
Ideally, we should be mashing the taro, but I don't have a mixer or a blender.
No other tool. It's good. Never seen before. Oh wait, I think I can blend this better with cold water. Yeah. finally I have a use for this. Just add small amount of cold water and then blend it. Yeah, that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. Ah, yeah. Now, I hope this works now. Yeah, this is better. I don't have a kitchen mixer, so please understand. Back into the freezer. Look, for the meantime, I think this is good. Look. Look. It's been more 5 minutes. More than 5 minutes. Look. Let's turn this off. Let's turn this off. Chaotic as always, but fast. You turn it there, you cool it down. Alright, wrong side. Yeah. This will work. Presenting my newest bowl. Yeah. It's good. The other side is the taro. Just half of it. And the milk. First the milk. And the sugar. And instead of sugar, we'll add more creaminess by adding condensed milk because this is sweet. Oi, this and thick. Yeah. I'm adding this for more creaminess and sugar. Okay. Now the action. And close this. This. No. Okay. Taste. Good. It's time to serve. I don't even have the right ladle for this. So let's use this instead. Oh my god, open! Come. Dig by. Why the cashier? Good. This is mine. The rest mine.
The children and I enjoyed it. They could hardly believe it is the humble taro. Make one today from scratch. Thank you for joining us here on Romulo's Kitchen and Garden. And until next time.